There are fishermen on Lake Erie trying to haul in a catch.
And the other day, Leon Bibb said he wanted to go fishing with a charter fisherman, and he did. So, Leon, did you catch anything?
Plenty, Lee, plenty. But I'm telling you too much already. Why don't you and I amble on down to the dock to see if we can talk ourselves onto a Lake Erie fishing boat? I heard the perch are biting.
Hello, Leon.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Good to meet you.
Don't know about you, but I've always felt call of the water. I like stories about men who go to the sea in ships. Throughout the centuries, there have been fishermen like Jim Garrett and Dave Hall, hooked by the water. They are Lake Erie charter fishermen who offer themselves and their boats to anyone hankering to hire a professional knowledgeable of fish. Garrett runs LA Charters. The name comes from, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll save the story of the meaning of LA once we get a little farther out. We're putting out of Grand River, Lake County, Ohio, headed for more depth. Let's check the fish finder.
When we get closer here, we see some fish built up on the bottom. This is the perch right here.
Captain Garrett has 24 years of charter fishing beneath his belt. Dave Hall is a charter man too, but today moonlights as second in command for Captain Jim. These fellas can teach an amateur like me how to coax a perch onto a line of 3 hooks baited with minnow.
We're using emerald shiners, okay, and you see a lot of glossy scales falling off. And the perch really love the emerald shiners.
Jim and Dave pretty much guaranteed we'd have perch jumping on the line. They were right.
There you go.
That's pretty good, huh? Jim and Dave boast customers from throughout the U.S. squawking, "Get me to Lake Erie fishing spots, and I'll pay you too." They know it's a fishing wonder water.
I'll tell you one thing. Lake Erie is probably the #1 natural resource of Ohio, certainly northern Ohio. And this is the walleye and the perch capital of the world, they say. Good fishing right here. That's a good thing.
Just from being so shallow and so warm. Other Great Lakes are cold. This lake's warm. Like they say, Lake Erie holds 10% of the water, but 90% of the fish.
Part of fishing is swapping stories. A spell back, I promise the story behind the name LA Charters. Years ago, Jim's wife nicknamed him LA when Jim would tell her, "Honey, I'm fishing for only a couple of hours. Be home early for dinner."
So you never know when you get into fish out here. You get excited, you end up staying out there longer than you expect to stay out. And so every day she'd go, "Here he is, late again."
Well, you get it. Late again? L.A.? Now, there are other late again guys on the lake, some of them charters, too. There's old Captain Marvin DeGreen, skipper of the boat Evil Eye. We'll give him a shout. Good to see you, Marvin. Good fishing.
What's that?
Good fishing.
Oh, thank you. You guys, good luck.
Okay.
Get enough for dinner.
Well, dinner was on the line when I snagged a perch. I was reeling him in, but I almost got my pocket picked by one of those seagulls or lake gull birds. Beaks open, they hang around looking to unhook a meal.
Here you come. There's a bigger perch.
That's a bigger fish.
Straight up.
Oh, hey!
Whoa!
You see that?
Oh my God!
I was wrong. Almost. The gull went for the perch just as the fish cleared the surface. Yep, good fishing waters, and the birds know it too. Well, we decided to make for home. We had enough for the fry pan. Captain Jim Garrett and First Mate Dave Hall kept their promise of good fishing in the water wonderland of my Ohio. This is Leon Bibb suggesting somebody fire up the stove. We are, late again, coming in from Lake Erie. But I am bringing home dinner. And it was good, too, I'll tell you that. Captain Jim Garrett told me people from all over the country come to Lake Erie for what it gives for fishermen. Certainly worked for me, I'll tell you that.
Well, you seem to be a very quick study. I have a feeling you've done that before.
A couple of times up and out. You throw a line in the water and something will bite.
Oh, fantastic.